Cleric is the final line of defense. If the resistance compromises it, we are doomed.
Hey everyone, welcome back to TM Movie Vault. If you're into dystopian sci-fi, action-packed sequences, and philosophical questions about humanity, then you're going to love what we're diving into today. I'm talking about Equilibrium, a 2002 underrated sci-fi gem starring Christian Bale. It's one of those movies that didn't get a lot of love at the box office but has built a serious cult following over the years. So today, Equilibrium takes place in a bleak, dystopian future following World War III. Humanity, devastated by the war's destruction, decides that emotions, yes, emotions, are to blame. The idea is that feelings like hate, anger, and jealousy are the root causes of violence and war. So, the solution? Suppress all emotion. People are forced to take a daily dose of a drug called prosium, a chemical that blocks feelings. Art, music, books, even pets, anything that can trigger emotion, is banned. The result? A sterile, ultra-controlled society under the rule of a fascist regime known as the Tetragrammaton Council, led by a mysterious figure called Father. To enforce this emotionless order, the government employs a brutal police force and a specialized class of law enforcers known as grammaton clerics.
You can't do this. You cannot do this.
There's nothing we can't do.
It's real. Burn it.
These elite soldiers are trained in a fictional martial art called gun kata, designed to eliminate enemies with mathematical precision using firearms. And our main character? He's the best of them. Christian Bale plays John Preston, a high-ranking cleric who lives and breathes the system. He's cold, calculated, and merciless, until one day, everything changes. Early in the movie, Preston accidentally misses a dose of prosium. Slowly, he starts to feel again. At first, it's subtle. He reacts to music, sees beauty in light and color, but these tiny emotional awakenings begin to unravel his entire identity. He starts to question everything he's been taught, the laws, the leadership, and even his own role in enforcing them. One powerful moment is when he finds a hidden room, full of banned items, paintings, books, music, and he hears Beethoven for the first time. It's haunting. You can literally see his soul waking up on screen. Preston begins to secretly stop taking the drug, all while pretending to remain loyal to the system. As he becomes more human, his internal conflict deepens. He's caught between his duties as a cleric and his growing belief in emotion and freedom. Things escalate when he joins the underground resistance, known as the Underground, who are plotting to overthrow the regime and assassinate Father. But of course, betrayal and surveillance are everywhere. Preston has to navigate a web of lies, protect the innocent, and hide his emotional awakening from his ruthless partner, Brant, played by Taye Diggs. The climax of the film is an intense, beautifully choreographed gun battle inside the government's stronghold. Using gun kata, Preston takes down an entire squad of guards with terrifying efficiency. And then, finally, he confronts Father. In a shocking twist, we learn that Father has been dead for years, and the real power behind the regime is Vice-Consul DuPont, played by Angus McFadden. In the final showdown, Preston defeats DuPont in a close-quarters gun kata duel, arguably one of the coolest action scenes in early 2000s cinema. The film ends with Preston destroying the facility that manufactures prosium and watching as the world begins to feel again, suggesting a new era of emotional freedom and human rebirth. Let's talk about the action. If you're a fan of John Wick-style combat or The Matrix, you'll feel right at home. The gun kata choreography is unlike anything else from that era. It's stylized, fast, and just plain badass. Christian Bale absolutely sells it. But it's not just the action. Equilibrium has depth. At its core, it's about what it means to be human. Can we live without emotion? Should we even try? The movie explores these questions through Preston's transformation, from a soulless enforcer to a man who risks everything for the right to feel. There's something chillingly relevant about a society that gives up its humanity for the illusion of peace. In a world that often pushes us to numb out, To avoid pain, sadness, anger, equilibrium is a reminder that even our darkest emotions are part of what makes life real. The film also doesn't overstay its welcome. It's tight, focused, and tells its story without unnecessary fluff. The pacing is quick, the stakes are high, and the cinematography, while a bit minimalist, matches the bleak tone of the world perfectly. And Christian Bale? Absolutely phenomenal. You see every nuance in his performance, the cold mask cracking, the flickers of feeling, the full-on emotional awakening. It's honestly one of his most underrated roles. Equilibrium might not have been a blockbuster, but it's one of those movies that sticks with you. It's a visual, philosophical, and emotional journey, all wrapped up in a sleek, sci-fi action package. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend giving it a watch. And if you have, let me know your favorite moment in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into underrated movies. Thanks for watching, and remember, feeling is not a crime.
Then I'm sorry. No, you're not. You don't even know the meaning. It's just a vestigial word for a feeling you've never felt.